I did promise that I'm going to talk a little bit about where we are currently. In the previous session, I think we discussed about the inception of Grubbian, what it is, the problem it looks to solve, and also the process, or rather how you go about using the app to make an order. But of course, right now, for those of you who have logged into the app, I see that it's still in the very early stages. It's a newly launched app. It's a marketplace. It's a marketplace app, a two-sided marketplace. Just like any other marketplace app, it needs various players to come on board for it to work. So with the Grubbian, we have two different kinds of users that we are trying to connect, as I mentioned. We have users who are, like the restaurants, and we have the diners. Okay. So these are the two people we are trying to bring together seamlessly. We are trying to connect these people so that they're able to interact in a more efficient manner. Though we eventually look to cover the entire country, but we are starting mainly with Nairobi, and even with Nairobi, we can't start with all of Nairobi because it's quite big. So we are looking to start with different neighborhoods. And actually, I think I think I would need your help because Grubbian is what we would like to think of it as a community app. It's a platform that is supposed to improve the lives of its users. I believe all of us here are in fact candidates for using Grubbian in one way or another, whether as a restaurant or even as an individual, because I believe everyone in fact it's usually said that anyone who lives above the poverty line, okay, is a restaurant customer. And if you live above the poverty line, and by that I mean you earn more than $1 a day. $1 in the current market is around 129 Kenya shillings. So if you earn more than 129 Kenya shillings a day, you live above the poverty line, and you are a valid restaurant customer. So by virtue of that, you're a valid user of Grubbian. So this platform is for you. Supposed to make life easier. That's why we are doing this open consultation, because we didn't design it for ourselves. It's not for us to use, it's for users. We'd like your input, even as we roll out the app to restaurants. Maybe which neighborhoods do you like us to onboard first? Do you have like certain preferences? Which restaurants do you think we would consider? Which restaurant have you been to in the past where you got to experience really long wait times, or a restaurant that you think would benefit from having such an option available? So whichever option you have in mind, or when you think of a restaurant, just can let us know, maybe by commenting on the video. Just tell us, maybe this is my favorite restaurant, it's in Kilimani, it's in Kileleshwa, it's in Westlands, wherever, and I would really like to have them on board because I'm their regular customer, and we are going to take that information to them. Okay, we are going to take that information to them and let them know that their customers would wish to have them on Grubbian. So the next time they're making an order, they don't have to go through that hassle of calling people, explaining to them what each person would like to have, or maybe, the endless hassles that characterize the current reservation experience. So we would like to give use as that option. And of course, it's only possible when these favorite restaurants are listed here. So you can make an appeal to them. The listing is free of charge after all, so it's not like you're asking them to pay any setup cost or any monthly subscription for them to appear. It's free to list. Yeah, so essentially that's where we currently are. We are in the process of onboarding as many restaurants as possible, and the goal is to have Grubbian in every corner of this country, wherever you are, even if it's in Busia, Mombasa, Turkana. Every far corner of this country should have a restaurant that's listed on Grubbian, so that if you find yourself there, even if it's maybe for work or vacationing, and you want a place you can go out and eat a decent meal, then you'll not struggle. Okay, you'll not struggle to find a restaurant, you'll not struggle to place an order. That's the new way of doing things. We need to move. Okay, we need to move forward. You know, I think for the longest time we found restaurants doing this thing, you know, where you walk in and that's when you tell people, hey, I'm here, this is what I want to have. Maybe they've not prepared what you want to have. So most often yeah, what usually happens a number of times is they tell you that's not available, you know, and now you have to downgrade your expectations of what you wanted, because that's a disappointment to start with. What you wanted is not available, so now you need to lower you need to lower your standards. So we are trying to eliminate that aspect of abruptness, because it's what leads to disappointments, because they didn't know you're coming, so they didn't prepare your meal in advance, unless it's a kibanda where they know people just go there to eat. Either you're eating chapo, mandondo, or ugali, maybe with beef or with grains, or you know, the usual meals. But sometimes you want something different, you know. Sometimes you want something different, something that's that requires a bit of preparation, something that's not prepared in mass. Okay, because usually what fast foods do and vibandas, they're going to prepare their meals in mass. Like they'll have like this big ugali in the morning, lots of chapatis, maybe lots of rice and lots of stew, and then you have to make the selection from those. That's why it's fast food. But now in the process of preparing food in mass, it also takes away the variety that you can have, because you can't have that much variety. You just go with the popular meals and that's it. So if you want to have something very unique, you know, okay, not even very unique, just something slightly out of the way. Maybe you want to have like liver with rice today, because I've been taking ugali ugali skuma a whole week. You can be sure your kibanda is not going to have that liver, unless you have a very specific kibanda that does liver. You'll have to opt for the other options. Yeah, so but if there was a way of you communicating your intentions or your expectations in advance to the restaurant, then whichever meal you want, no matter how unique it is, at least they have room to prepare and make sure it's available when you show up. So that's the kind of advancement you're saying we want to introduce with Grubbian, and it's been missing for a very long time. In fact, I don't know why restaurants have taken so long to evolve, you know. Even in these developed countries where a reservation it's like the norm in all restaurants, you find that a number of them still are stuck in that traditional form of reservation, where they just specify the date, the time, and the head count. That's it. And then once you get to the restaurant, that's on you. You get to choose your meal. That leaves a lot of room for improvement, not only in terms of time savings, but also in terms of elevating the kind of customer experience you get to offer, you know, because it's easy to catch people off guard when you just show up and pick something from the menu. Maybe you have a unique taste and what you've chosen is not popular, so it's very, very easy for you to catch them off guard. And whenever you catch them off guard, more often than not, they are going to tell you it's not available, so choose something else. Or in other instances, they might try their best to make it available to you, but it may not be to their level best. It may not be to your liking because they didn't have that much time to prepare in advance. And also, of course, you end up wasting a lot of time as you wait for that unique meal to get prepared. So we're saying that needs to change, okay? That needs to change for the benefit of time savings and also utilizing the technology that we have to make this entire process much more efficient. We are still in the early stages of onboarding of restaurants, so I will continue doing this one for the foreseeable future. It's an ongoing process, but of course, as soon as we start having the very first restaurants listed, you can start using the app, because that's how the app is going to grow. That's how more and more people are going to experience it and realize the benefits that come from using Grubbian. It's the better way to dine, as we say here, and more people will come to appreciate the efficiency that comes out of pre-ordering by using it. When they get to use it, then they'll appreciate it more. So that's why we're urging you guys to put the word out, okay? Put the word out and ensure as many people, as many of your friends as possible are in the Grubbian app. In fact, Grubbian is a platform that gives wins to everyone. It's just a win-win-win. It's a win for customers when you can easily find restaurants whenever you need them. It's a win for restaurants because they are there to serve customers, and when customers can find them easily, it's good for their business. So they want to be visible, or they need to be visible, and you need them to be visible when you are hungry and you're looking for a restaurant. So let's encourage them to sign up so that together you can make this community very beneficial to its users, or rather make this platform very beneficial to its users, that is both the diners and the restaurants. If you want to visit to download the app, it's very simple. Just visit grubbian.com. You find the link there to download the app. You can also go to Google Play Store. Just search for Grubbian. We have a very unique logo, the red app. Yeah, just download the app from there as well.